Hello and welcome to today's English lesson. My name is Stuart. In today's lesson, we're looking at words and expressions we use in English to talk about money and debt. Let's go to the intro. Now, as I said, today's lesson is looking at this topic here, which is money and debt, and some of the expressions and words we use to talk about these things, okay? So money and debt are common aspects of our lives. We all like to have money, spend money. Some of us get into financial difficulties and therefore we have problems with debt. But basically these are daily words that can come into your vocabulary. So, now, firstly, we'll look at the top and this word here, expenses. Expenses are is the money that you have going out every month of your bank account or of your wallet or pocket. Those are your expenses. So, for example, you can have daily expenses like food. You can have rent would be an expense as well. Maybe you have to pay for a car. Petrol, all of these things could be considered your expenses, and we can say daily expenses, monthly expenses, yearly expenses, for example. They are also known as costs. Costs are more in a business sense, but they are your costs, your monthly costs, your weekly costs. Okay, it's the things that you pay money for. When we talk about money and debt, we can also talk about this word here, budget. And a lot of people try to live on a budget, meaning that they have a reduced amount of money that they try to spend every month. They don't like to spend more money than they earn, for example, or they like to try to save a little money as well, and they try to add to their savings. Basically what they are doing is they're trying to economize. They're trying to economize by living on a budget, not spending too much money. And what they're trying to do also, a lot of people, is they're trying to make ends meet. People are trying to make ends meet. Now, to make ends meet means that you are able to live more or less okay according to your salary. So if you're able to get from the beginning of the month to the end of the month without overspending, you're able to make ends meet. Basically, you can afford your day-to-day expenses. Some people could consider themselves frugal, okay? Frugal people. Frugal people are careful with money, okay? Careful with money. This word here, thrifty, is also similar. Thrifty means that you spend your money carefully and wisely, okay? You get the most out of your money. You're careful with what you buy. If somebody calls you tight, a cheapskate, or stingy, those are very negative words. And basically somebody who is tight-fisted, somebody who is a cheapskate, and somebody who is stingy doesn't like to spend money, okay? So somebody who is tight, cheapskate, stingy, they don't like to spend money. And let's be honest, we all know somebody who is tight, somebody who is a cheapskate, or somebody who is stingy. Yes, they don't like to spend money. Now down here, for example, with our money, perhaps we decide to invest it. We can get a portfolio of investments. But this is where life can become a little bit complicated when we talk about money, because sometimes our investments go bad. And if they go bad, we can be in debt. We can be broke or go broke. We can be or go bankrupt, okay? Or we can go under. Go under is a little bit less formal, to go under. So a business can go under, a small business. A person can also financially go under, meaning that they go broke. If you have problems to make ends meet, perhaps you are in the red every month, meaning that you spend more money than you have in your bank account, and perhaps the bank needs to organize for you an overdraft where they give you a line of credit so that you can spend a little bit more money, but at the beginning of the month the bank recovers that money, hopefully, and you're able to pay off your overdraft. Basically, what happens is that when you start to have financial difficulties or financial problems, you need to start to cut back. You need to reduce the money you spend. You need to reduce your expenses. If, unfortunately, you go broke or you go bankrupt, and let's be honest, it is possible for this to happen to almost everybody, you need to, again, start from scratch, or you need to start anew. Start from the beginning. You need to rebuild your finances, and hopefully you will be able to get out of the red and have a healthy economy without too much debt. Thank you very much for watching the lesson. Remember that if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below. Question of the day: would you consider yourself thrifty, frugal, stingy, or tight? Leave it in the section below. Share the video on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest. Share it up on social media. I'll see you in the next lesson. Have a good day. Bye.